relationships and interactions?
I think we kind of touched on this earlier, but the relationships we form in this class, I feel pretty close with everyone that was in this class. And we got to pretty good friendship, and we're always interacting with each other, especially me being the effectiveness person. I got to meet with everyone at least once a week outside of class, discussing the issues that were in hand and that we're going through and struggling with, and then trying to present it to the rest of the class when it was actually class time. And then, of course, the RTF memos, the groups, we formed a pretty strong bond, and just getting to know each other with different backgrounds and things. I'm really glad, we talked about switching out groups and midway through the semester, and I didn't want to do that. I was really opposed to it because I was still growing with our group, and like even the past couple of weeks we've been going out to dinner every night. We went to El Rodeo or Los, whatever it is now. I don't even know, but I went there, went to Applebee's. So it was a good time with that group.
I feel the same way. I feel a lot closer than I would in any other class. I went to Merrimack for a couple of years. I don't think I ever hung out with anybody. I went just, to a class with, there's a lot of people, you meet on campus or whatever when you live in college, so that's kind of different. But, in this class, I have run into people, outside of class, and I would hang out with almost anybody that was in this class, if I saw them out somewhere. Because I do feel like we have a close, like whenever you work with people, a lot of times you'll go out and you'll hang out. So I don't know, it just seems like a different environment, and caters a lot better to the relationships, because working together instead of working, I don't know.
I'd kind of like to see more of that. When we went bowling, that even though there's not like half or 3/4 of the class when some people couldn't make it, but that was a lot of fun. Getting outside of the classroom environment, which is what from the real world experience, after you have a hard day's work, you go out and with the friends you have from that work, and you go out and goof off and do whatever things you do during the night times, whatever that may be, and then you go home, take sleep for 6 or 8 hours, and then go back to work the next day. So I'd like to further develop that, even though it's several people's last semesters here. That's kind of rough. What's going to happen actually when we get out there? So thinking about it.
Yeah, I also agree. Just becoming more comfortable with people that you might not normally hang out with, and everybody has their different experiences, and you can see different viewpoints and see where other people are coming from and learn from that. And so you might not necessarily learn something related to the class, but just having that networking ability in the class to bring up different opportunities for you in the future is useful.
I think in XP, people tend to get to know each other much better. And, maybe more even than some like the experiential design teams. What do you think of that? Do you get to know people more deeply in XP than, say, in the Solar Car team?
As of lately, in the beginning of the semester when we were having issues with the Solar Car team and not dealing with those issues properly, I would say, yeah, we got a lot closer and we had a better group of people here, and I had more friends here than I did on that team. But as the semester progressed, and I kind of took a different approach to the actual Solar Car team, and we were getting along a lot better these days. I think it's just from a simple switch in I guess the management, the student leader, I think helped quite a bit And it's amazing how someone will look up to you, even, how, I wouldn't say bad, but ineffective some leaders are when they're put into those roles. And then when you switch to those roles, how much better the group as a whole functions. And when we went on that practice run last weekend, we had a great experience, getting to know each other. There wasn't any huge, fights like we've had in the past. I shouldn't say fights, but like we had some pretty strong conflicts with name calling and things like that. And there was none of that on the practice run, which was really awesome for me to experience, being the team leader at that time. So, but as in this class, I mean, I guess I was labeled the golden boy, and which was fine with me. It was the joke of the class or whatever. But I try to get along with everyone that I come into and meet, and if there is a conflict, then we try to. I now will try to resolve it with the person, but I try to goof off and have fun with everyone. I don't care.
I think that people get to know each other more deeply in XP when compared to other classes, because you're continually writing down every week what it is that you're thinking about, and you get to watch people react and act and react over and over. And I've tried deliberately to put people in situations that so they can get stuck. I want people to get stuck so that they can recognize that they're stuck in something that's not working for them, and then they're more likely to be able to try to work through it.
Yeah, what would be really interesting if we didn't have one of the members in class help us through the very beginning of the class, because she was experienced with one of the other XP classes, so she kind of helped us. But I keep thinking, if she wasn't there, how would this class really have started off? I mean, would the organizational structure at the beginning have been the same? I mean, probably, I would almost definitely say no. And we would have taken a lot longer to get into the groove of things than if she didn't kind of, I would say, she guided us, and which was a lot of help for us. And I think it developed our relationships and the processes of this class a lot faster than in past semesters.